Okay, this is on the rose job, number 53711, installed on 7/26. Just take screenshots of the papers real quick, just in case we lose them. Okay, so what we're doing is in the cabin basement, they have this furnace. So we're going to replace the furnace with a new furnace. Our new furnace is going to be 110,000 BTU. And I wrote on here, the right side of the furnace is going to be 40 inches from this 2x4 wall, all the way over to here. So you're going to have 12-inch return air duct, 7-inch filter in your furnace. Okay, so on the return, it's going to be tied against the wall. And duct just as it shows. I have a cut line right there. So this is going to be a transition, so just do what you need to with this stud here. But it's going to transition from here to 24 by 12. Starting color there. Anyway, but we're going to add a 20 by 10 baseboard grill in the return. And so you need to cut out here and put a ductboard header, and just I'll give you a piece of panning for the inside of this. So okay, then this duct is going to sit on a base furnace, an increaser, and a piece of duct should be an inch from the ceiling. Okay, in the side view on the duct plan. So before I go over that, so all this duct is undersized. So we're ripping down all the square ductwork in the house. So all these heat runs, round heat runs that are existing, we are going to hook back onto them. Okay, so our side view, got a takeoff off the back. And then this is a top view, just duct as it shows. So duct will be like over here, straight. As it shows, it's going to come down here, and then I have a T, 24 by 8 to a 20 by 8 and a 6 by 8, or 8 by 8 with a squared around 6-inch round. And you'll just tie back in that. By the way, this run here and this run up here, you cannot get to. So be careful when you disconnect them that you don't break them or let them fall back, because they're inaccessible. Okay, but anyway, so reattach this. This side will just straight duct. Reattach this one. And need to reattach this, but our duct, I didn't tell you this, our duct on this wall is going to be about 8 inches out from the wall, so he can get insulation and stuff back in there. If it's 9 inches, that's okay. He just said hold it out from the wall about 8 inches or so. Anyway, so on this one, since our duct's going to be out, I gave you a angle boot, 4x10 angle boot, and a 290s and a top takeoff. So if you can use a top takeoff and then just leave that boot with a 90, but I think that might be too low to do all that. So you might have to do a top takeoff and offset type thing into the boot. Same thing with this one here. But anyway, duct as it shows, gonna come down here, and then it's gonna have a reducer to, and then an end cap. Reattach this one. I'll go over the basement runs in a minute. Okay, on the north side, on the front side of the furnace, same thing. You're going to have a side takeoff piece of duct to a 90. And then I have a fitting top up 3 inches. And so this here, I wrote 2 inches from wall. So this duct needs to be at least 2 inches from this wall, because he has all these wires, and he's gonna, when we take the duct down, he's gonna take all these wires and put them on this side in this conduit. And this water line he's gonna have moved as well. Anyway, so duct just shows all the way to the end. Okay. So you're going to, hold on just a second. Just had a thought. Oh yeah. So you're going to hook up this one, get a side takeoff, 6-inch side takeoff, and re-hook it up as is. The one in the furnace room, the existing, I just gave you a 6-inch side takeoff, re-hook it up as is. Same with this one here. Okay. So I gave you a 6-inch top takeoff for this one here. I gave you a 6-inch top takeoff and 90 to rehook up that one that goes up, round pipe. And on the back side, I gave you a 6-inch side takeoff to rehook up what goes back there. Okay, so okay, this paper just shows a rough draft of the existing, what you need to get back. So the basement plan. On the basement, we are going to add a 30x10 baseboard grill here. In the bathroom, in our new duct, we're just going to put a 4x10 sleeve in the side of the duct. Okay, over in this big room here, we're going to put a 4x10 sleeve in the bottom of the duct here, and one over here. And then off the end of the duct, we're going to take a 9-inch top takeoff to a 6x14x10 end boot and a 9x10 increaser. And that'll get this whole side. Okay. on the front side of the furnace in this room, we're going to put a 4x10, or sorry, a 4x12 by 7-inch round top takeoff on top of the duct. You're going to have to cut it back in this first piece of duct so you're not coming out the top of the 90. So cut it back here and run it over. So 4x12 by 7 angle boot. And over here you have the metal light, so 2 things over from the metal light. Put a 4x10 by 6 angle boot. Then over this window, our duct's going to be wider, so you should be able to fit 2 either in here or here. Either one will work, but this one's going to get a 7-inch as well. 7-inch top takeoff to a 4x12 by 7 end boot. Okay, so our combustion air, we don't have combustion air. We don't need it, so not applicable. Our vent, we're upsizing the size of the furnace. These are 2-inch. We need 3-inch flues for a for this furnace we're putting in. So we're gonna put on a 3-inch flat termination. I think if you drill your holes right, you should be able to fit that in place of what's there. And then I just gave you enough parts to do your 3-inch. Okay, on the gas, I gave you just a 16-inch nipple out of the furnace with a T and a drip leg. And then I gave you a 4 and a metal union and a 4, and just rehook up this pipe to, I guess I don't need that top 4, you can reuse this. But yeah, just rehook up this gas. And Dallas, or a service tech, is scheduled to come put in a propane kit on here. Okay, so what else? Okay, no AC. Stat, we're going to reuse existing. I told you about the return air. Propane kit. The drain, we'll just go to the 4 drain. Standard order. And the electrical, we're just going to reuse the electrical as is. All these vents in the sidewalls, you can take those off. We are not having, do not put them back in the new duct, of course. That's about it.